really set that video to stop 1 minute before the end, didn't you? There's some old film instead of my credits. Where is conceived and written by Adonis Cnut, based on an idea by Adonis Cnut, executive producer Adonis Cnut.
It's the video recorder, sir. I should have remembered it cuts off the last minute of every programme.
Because it's a piece of super-animated junk.
Oh, so all video machines do that? I don't know why. Shall I make your breakfast now, sir?
You are so inconsiderate.
Albumen, I brought you some organic confronts. You can't just leave him on the floor.
He's heavy and possibly infectious.
I have to see if I can get him into bed.
I'll do it.
Red Leicester and Piccalilli on wholemeal ciabatta.
You must call a doctor. He's delirious.
Or perhaps just very hungry. Oh, right. Dr. Newell-Post, Cnut. Well, of course it's an emergency. It's my valet. He's turned a nasty colour. I'll ask an expert. Hannah, how green is my valet?
Avocado without the fungus.
Exactly. Very green indeed. How soon can you get here? Next Tuesday. Oh, I see. And for cash? Excellent.
What happened?
Oh, you're all right. Well, in fact, you aren't all right. You're extremely ill.
That was quick.
13.5 seconds. My record for cash is 11 seconds dead. Oh, you were right. She is green.
No, not her. Him. The Incredible Hulk.
I don't like the look of this.
Nor do I. What a vulgar watch.
I mean the patient. This chronometer was presented to me by the International Olympic Movement.
You're Clarence Newell-Post, aren't you?
Well, of course he is. So what?
Well, he was one of our leading athletes in the 1970s.
I'd have been world champion if they hadn't gone over to digital timing. I could never shave that last 100th off my personal best.
You ever tried waxing?
Well, sometimes I wonder whether all digital watches run fast, the way records tumble by the week nowadays.
It was tragic. Clarence Newell-Post was denied his place in sporting history.
How do you know?
Dr. Newell-Post and my father were lovers.
Oh, right.
Are you Vincent Awkward's little girl? Good Lord! So Vaseline Vinny finally had sex with a woman. Gosh, I remember the first time I met Vincent Awkward.
In the relay race, I imagine.
I don't care what kind of cheese, so long as it's not yak.
He's getting worse.
Who?
The patient?
Oh! Yuck. Has he swum in the Ganges recently?
Not to my knowledge, but you can never be sure with albumen.
Oxford Royal Infirmary, Newell-Post, I need a bed. No, for a patient. They've got a spare bed in the overflow ward.
Yeah. You mean a trolley in the sewage plant?
It's a very nice sewage plant by a prize-winning architect.
And for cash? And they say we don't have a two-tier health service. Harder. Don't be afraid to rub. Use both hands, it won't break. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect, Hannah. Now, why don't you drink up your coffee before it goes cold?
It's already got a skin on it thicker than yours. You've taken advantage of my obsessive-compulsive cleaning disorder.
I didn't know you had an obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Neither did I till I saw the mess.
Well, it looks lovely, Hannah. Why don't you take the weight off your feet and transfer it to my lap?
Certainly not. I have hustings this evening.
Have you? Oh, I hope they clear up.
I have to practice my speech.
Well, why don't you practice on me? I am not without experience in the field of public speaking. I once persuaded the Oxford Union to vote for the proposition this House would rather wake up with Margaret Thatcher than go to bed with Michelle Pfeiffer.
How did you manage that?
Sheer oratorical power. And mind-altering drugs in the complimentary sherry. Which is the only chance you'll ever get of getting elected.
You You can be cruel.
Oh, thank you for the kind offer. But first, let's hear your speech. You don't mind if I heckle, do you? Just for atmosphere?
Oh, feel free. My friends, the world faces a terrible crisis. A former lover of mine at this very moment lies in an isolation ward, stricken with a tropical disease contracted right here in Oxford.
Former lover? Who?
Albumen. I was embellishing for effect.
What tropical disease? That's a complete fabrication.
I can't tell the truth. I'm trying to get elected. My friends, global warming is a fact.
And what about Albumen? Has he been warming your globes?
Of course not. He loves you. You're his world. In fact, when I offered myself to him, he rejected me.
You offered yourself?
Yes, I was going through my sluttish phase.
Has it ended, this sluttish phase?
It only lasted an afternoon.
Damn. Well, if it recurs, you let me know.
If you want evidence of global warming, simply look around. Ask yourself why there is blossom on the trees in February. Ask why migratory birds don't fly south until after Christmas. Either the world is getting warmer, or someone has moved the calendar by 3 months, which I think is rather less likely. I'm going to pause there for laughter.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. Now come over here and watch my program. You'll watch a master at work.
You sure no one knows we're down here?
Don't worry, Mr. President. You can talk freely.
I've been caught out that way before.
You know when Albumen keeps the corkscrews?
When do you come on?
Oh, this isn't my program. Albumen must have recorded me over some old film about Watergate.
Watergate?
When Nixon's henchmen burgled the opposition's headquarters.
Nixon?
Have you never heard of Watergate?
No.
How many GCSEs do you have?
17. All at grade A star.
And you never heard of Watergate?
No.
Henry Kissinger?
Henry rings a bell.
Vietnam?
Yes! They featured Vietnam on Wish You Were Here.